Hello guys, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can see and hear me. How are we doing, guys? Can you see or hear me, anyone? I'll give it a couple of minutes just until there's a few people in the chat as well, and then we'll get going. Yes, we can hear. Hello, Barry. Yes, we can hear you. Right, can anybody see me? Loud and clear. And see, yeah. Count Von Strange the 4th. Welcome to the channel. You're relatively new. Oh, good. How is the audio, guys? Is the audio okay? Is it echoey? Is it quiet? Is it too loud? Sounds good. See and hear fine. Right, it looks like we're okay then, I think. Excellent. Now I'm looking at this chat at the left hand side here, so this is going to be a little bit behind on the live. So I'll get to all the, I'll get to all the questions as best as I can. We'll kick it off in a few minutes. I'm just trying to arrange everything here. Right, I think that's everything then. We're all good. Excellent. How is everybody anyway? Before we get into anything, are we all good, guys? Friday night or Friday afternoon for some of you guys. Don't judge me. Sorry guys, I've got a cough. Not COVID related. It's quite cold up here in the attic. Something I've just realised, I'm up in an attic. There's a massive window, like an actual window, a Velux window in my loft. And I've got silver lining all over my ceiling so it keeps the sound in and it keeps the light in as well. But I've also got this blue light here. And I'm just thinking to myself, anyone looking from outside will see a blue light and think I've got some sort of cannabis plant growing in my loft, but that's not the case. Anyway, I'm just going to go into the comments and we'll get started. A good few people here, that's excellent. Let's pull this across a little bit. I'm good, thanks guys. And the sound is good, audio is good, we're all clear. My cousin Brian's in the house, Bri Horror Channel. Everybody say hi to Brian. Justin Ritchie. Justin is a long time subscriber of mine and he comments quite a lot. And he's asking how I am today. I'm good, Justin. I'm hoping you're well as well. Savini Jason Reviews. Not seen you in a while. What are you up to these days, Savini? You've been very quiet lately on social media. Yeah. Cobra Kai Matt. Matt has said, wish Halloween Kills were here today. And that's something that we're going to discuss today. Today is the day of the release of Halloween Kills. I took the day off work today. And I booked a holiday from work ages ago. I'm talking about 8 months ago. So I could go to the cinema on Thursday night, as in early hours of this morning, to go and see Halloween Kills, because I've done the exact same thing for Halloween 2018 and I was so excited obviously, and this is the day. I never cancelled my holiday. I thought I'd just take the day off, and it's been a really bad day. Not in general, but really bad day for Halloween fans, because today was supposed to be the day that we saw Halloween Kills. And in fact, right now, I would probably be doing my movie review, writing my script up for my movie review for Halloween Kills. And sadly, that's not going to happen. So we're going to have to wait till next year before we can do that. So that's part of this live stream today. A kind of celebration, an anti-celebration of the Halloween franchise and Halloween Kills. And obviously with the title and the picture on my thumbnail, COVID Kills Halloween instead of Halloween Kills. So it's a sad day and a dark day for us Halloween fans. So sad. Matt, yeah, it's just a 2 litre. Is it a 2 litre? Yeah, it's a 2 litre bottle of Pepsi Max Cherry. I don't normally drink out the bottle because we obviously share in this house, but this is mine. I've taken it up to my loft. I'm not coming up and down, and I don't want to bring a cup up, so I'm drinking from the bottle, as Calvin Harris would say. Matt has also said, I would never figure you for a pothead, Barry. I'm not a pothead at all. I don't even smoke. You know, when I was a kid, everybody wanted to try cigarettes when they were younger, and I tried the cigarette when I was younger. I didn't like it, and I couldn't inhale, and I still can't inhale, so I would never try cigarettes anyway. And in fact, I'm so bad at inhaling, if somebody gives me a helium balloon to do the funny voice, I can't do it because I can't properly inhale. So being a pothead would be absolutely useless for me. Blah, blah, blah. Gary Sim has asked if I reordered the Friday box set. For those of you who don't know, I received the Friday the 13th box set from Scream Factory as absolutely damaged. Some asswipe has sliced it with a utility knife or a Stanley knife and went down all of the covers. And I thought, okay, maybe it's just the wrapping that they done. Nope, and went right through to the plastic casing. And I thought, okay, I could maybe replace the plastic casing. But nope, it went right through to the cover. The actual cover itself sliced right through every single one of them. WoW HD, the place that I bought it from, has none left. So I've had to reorder from Amazon.com. So I'm already out of pocket at the moment because I've paid for 2 of them. So I've contacted WoW HD. I've sent them the images of the damage of it, and I'm telling them I want my money back and to send it back as well. Because it's damaged, I would expect that if I'm having to pay for postage to send it back, they're going to reimburse me for postage as well. So I'm going to have to spend over £300 just buying the first one, buying the second one, paying for postage, and then getting my money back from WoW HD. And I know that's not going to be easy because they're going to have to wait for me to return it. I'm going to have to get recorded postage to the US. It's going to be a whole rigmarole, so it's going to take me ages to get my money back. So one of the biggest reasons for reordering it quickly from Amazon is because I'm not going to get it from WoW HD. I did hear as well that Amazon, their packaging is just as bad as WoW HD for this Scream Factory box set. I don't know why they're doing this. It's an expensive box set. Give it a little bit of bubble wrap. If WoW HD put it in a little tiny bit of bubble wrap, just the thinnest bit of bubble wrap, when customs come to cut that box opened, they would just get the bubble wrap and the box would have been intact. Because the box is perfect, it's just sliced down the middle. And that's unfortunate. So that's the update just now, Gary. Here we go. Oh. So I'm just catching up, guys. Sorry, that was a long answer I gave you. PC Gaming Fox has said they've opened a cinema near them and they're planning to play the 40th anniversary of Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back. I know my cousin Brian would love that, Brian. I'm not a massive Star Wars fan, and in fact I think the better Star Wars movies are the newest ones. I've not even seen the last one yet, but I do like The Force Awakens, and I think my favourite Star Wars movie is Rogue One. So I don't know much about the Star Wars movies, and you can tell with my favourites. Yeah, Justin Ritchie said he remembers seeing Halloween 2018, and it was at the same time John Carpenter was playing in the Barrowlands in 2018 as well. I couldn't go to the one in Barrowlands because it was playing the exact same time I booked my ticket for Halloween 2018, so I couldn't go to both of them. So I decided I'm just going to go and see the movie. And you'll probably think, well, you could have went to see the movie after that. It doesn't matter, but I waited all this time to see Halloween in the cinema, and I just needed to go and see it there and then. Yeah, I'm not going to discuss spoilers for Halloween, Halloween Kills, sorry. So if anyone leaves any spoilers, please don't, because I'm going to have to delete it. So please don't do that. I don't know much about the movie, about spoilers, so let's try and keep it that way. And for everybody else in the channel, on the chat as well, I'm sure you guys don't want to know either, so please don't leave any spoilers. Dino Reviews, welcome. John, he's one of the kind of newer YouTube channels out there. He's got really good content. Please check him out. Dino, leave your details down below. I don't mind that. Dino also booked today off work for Halloween Kills. It is a weird day because we're sitting doing nothing. It was a waste of a day. It's a very sad day, Tom. Yeah, Brian, today was as today was supposed to be the release of Halloween. In the back of my mind, I was thinking maybe, just maybe, Blumhouse or Jason Blum would give us something today, like possibly a teaser poster or even another little teaser trailer to say, sorry, we're not getting it to you today, but here's something today. If they don't do it today, which there's still time, if they don't do it today, then there's a good chance that we might get something on Halloween. Halloween's on a Saturday this year. Is it on a Saturday? I'm sure it is. Yeah, Halloween's on a Saturday. So maybe we'll get something on the Friday night or the Saturday morning or Saturday night for Halloween. Even a teaser poster again. Anything, or even news. News would be good enough, to be honest, at this point. But because we are a year away now, then there's not much we need to know at the moment. I think in the next few months, maybe even from January onwards, that's when the news will pick up again for Halloween Kills. It's already completed. Maybe they're going to add stuff to it, but I think news will start strolling out again after 2021. But obviously, that depends on what happens with the coronavirus, which brings me on to my next point, and I hope you can get involved in this one, guys. Jason Blum did say today that regardless of what happens in the world with COVID, Halloween Kills is not going to be delayed whatsoever anymore. It's still coming out in October 2021 regardless, and if they have to, they'll bring it out on VOD. Now, I don't mind that because they can't keep delaying it, because if they delay it for too much, it's going to get shelved. So don't delay it any further, but don't bring it forward either. They've made their date, they've changed it already. Keep it to 2021 in October. I know people are going to be annoyed that if you're bringing it out in VOD in 2021, you probably should have done it in 2020. Well, yes, but they weren't to know. They don't know, or they didn't know, that the cinemas weren't going to be reopening anytime soon. So you can't preempt what's going to happen. So they decided to put it back a full year, which was the right thing to do, I can imagine now, because coronavirus isn't going away just now. So 2021, keep it at that. If it's VOD, it's VOD. We can't blame them for it because they can't guess what's going to happen in the world for the next year. So leave your comments down below for that, guys, and I'll go through them all. Again, I'm way behind in these comments. I'm really sorry. I'll be 2 seconds. Matt has said he's never seen the Scream movies. We need to get on to him for that, guys. Really? You've never seen any Scream movie? Well, I suppose I envy you. If I had never seen the Scream movies and I'm watching them for the first time now, then wow, you're in for a treat. Alex, you got the Friday the 13th box set from a third party on eBay. That was probably the best option, to be honest, because they'll pack it in their own independent way, and I'm glad you got it safe. Yeah, Travis, have a beer and watch a movie. I will do that after this live stream. Now, this live stream I'm probably going to be on for between an hour and 2 hours, depending on how much we get through. So after that, I'll probably sit back and watch a movie. And for those of you who don't know, or if you don't know Jimmy Champagne, he's one of my buddies through the Halloween community on YouTube. He's doing a short fan film of Halloween Kills, and it's coming out tonight. He said it's going to be possibly around 5 p.m, 6 p.m. It's only about 13 minutes long, so it's a very short Halloween Kills movie, but he done it for fun with zero budget, and he just had a laugh with his friends. And one of them is Vinny DeSanti as well, who's a massive fan film creator in the YouTube community. So I'm really looking forward to that. So after this, when I do watch a movie, I'll probably watch that as well, and hopefully do a little review for it. Yeah, John, Dino, sorry, you're watching Halloween 2018 tonight. I might watch a Halloween movie. What one? Ooh. I'm actually feeling Season of the Witch because I got my Season of the Witch masks. I'm in a Halloween 3 mood right now. Yeah, Horror Nerd 13 has made a good point about the Friday the 13th box set. There's now the replacement discs available that Shout Factory have mentioned. So if you guys have ordered it, then go into Shout Factory's page and click the link, because you can reorder the replacement discs. That was quite fast for Shout Factory to do that. I've reordered them through the website. I'm hoping that I get them. I'm from the UK, so there's a hit and miss if we get replacement discs or not. I did get a replacement disc before for a Scream Factory release, and I really can't remember which one it was. No, I can't remember what one it was, but I got a replacement disc sent out, so I'm hoping that they do the same this time round. Oof. Chop off the left wing and fly right. You paid $270 for the Friday the 13th box set off eBay. Wow. That's a lot of money. That's about £225, £230. Oof. I mean, if it came sealed and intact, then maybe you're one of the lucky ones. Yeah, Stephen, TF, and a few of the other guys are saying that there's no more delays. Vaccine or no vaccine, that's correct. So, yep, we've mentioned that. Hello, Eli McRibs from Utah, US. Yeah, Eli said that in his opinion they should reopen drive-in theatres. I've never been to a drive-in before, and I'd love to go. I mean, they do a drive-in theatre near me in Victoria Park. My cousin Brian will know Victoria Park, or White Inch Park, and they do like pop-up drive-ins there sometimes. Obviously they're not doing it this year, but I'm sure they played Halloween before. It would be good to go and see any horror movie there. I think they showed The Exorcist and Hocus Pocus. Random. Yes, Savini Jason, I'm glad you're back, and obviously stay safe as well and keep yourself fit and healthy. But I'm glad you're back and you're checking out my videos again, because you used to comment all the time and you disappeared, so it's good to see you back. Yeah, Trixie92, you want to see Michael clean up in Halloween Kills. I don't want to see him do it too much, and you don't want him to kill everyone and every single person on screen, but it is called Halloween Kills. I'm hoping that we get a little bit more kills in this one than we did in the 2018 movie. We got a lot of kills in 2018. You know, there's a lot more kills in that than there was in the original Halloween, so any more than what we got in 2018 is an absolute bonus. Horror Nerd 13, I've just noticed you've asked, what are my thoughts on the Hatchet films? Did I do a ranking for them? Can't remember if I've done a ranking for them or separate movie reviews. 2 seconds. But I really like the Hatchet movies. They remind me of old school 80s cheesy slasher, and that's what I love about them. Adam Green, I'm a massive fan of Adam Green. I love Frozen, not Anna and Elsa Frozen, but Adam Green directed a movie called Frozen. That was incredible, and I love the Hatchet films. I love Adam Green as well because Adam Green loves the Monster Squad just like me. But yeah, the Hatchet films are great. Even the latest one, Victor Crowley, I enjoyed that as well. I thought I wouldn't, but I did. Yeah, Dino Reviews, you're hoping for something, even if it's something small. And I'm hoping we get something, like I said, even a little poster of Halloween would do me nicely. Or even a comment. If Jason Blum came on and says, "Hi guys, we've not forgotten about Halloween Kills. This is what's going to happen over the next couple of months. Hope you stay with us." You know, anything like that, I'd be happy with. Yeah, Season of the Witch is an annual watch for me as well. You know, it's not got Michael Myers in it, so you don't have to concentrate on what happens to Michael Myers. It's just a case of sitting back, relaxing, and enjoying a movie called Season of the Witch. Simple as that. Season of the Witch. Silver Shamrock. My cousin Brian, he buys a lot of 12-inch figures because he's rich, and he's getting the Trick or Treat Studios 12-inch figure of Michael Myers, and it's arriving in the UK on the 30th of October, so you'll get it on the first week of November. That's good because you're going to get it soon, but you're obviously going to get it after Halloween, Brian, so you're going to have to wait another year to showcase that around Halloween. Jordan Moran has asked if I've watched The Haunting of Hill House or Bly Manor. The funny thing is, no, I haven't seen any of them. Me and my wife watch Netflix box sets, etc. together, and it's one that I've always mentioned to her. Let's watch this. And she says, "Oh yeah, we will, but let's watch this one first." Or even I say, "Oh, we'll watch that after this." But we've never got around to them. And I'm hearing good things. I'm hearing some bad things, but I'm hearing a lot of good things about the both of them. So don't tell me anything about them. We will watch them eventually. I just don't know when. Alex Reader has said, "I'm so excited for Charles." I'm assuming you mean the fan film Charles. I thought that was out. I think I first heard of this fan film about 2 years ago. Is it not out? I've not seen it. Obviously, if I've not seen it, it may be because it's not out yet. But I believe that I saw a trailer for that years ago. If it's not out yet, they must just be doing a little bit more work on it. But I'll definitely check that out because I don't think I've ever seen a Child's Play fan film before, so that's probably one of the first ones I'll ever see. Horror Nerd has asked, thoughts on Scream 5 using different ghost face masks? Roger, who voices Ghostface, announced it in an interview a couple of days ago. I didn't know that. If they're using a different mask, I'm not for them using a different mask. However, when I watched the Scream TV series a few years ago, not the season 3 because that was terrible with Paris Hilton, the first 2 seasons with the Brandon James mask. Is it Brandon James? I thought, oh, this is terrible. But after a few episodes, I actually got used to it and I enjoyed the mask that they used. So if they do get a different mask for the movie, then it's not what I want, but it might work. But I think what we have to do is see it first before we judge. Yeah, David S has asked, if Halloween Kills was out tonight, who do I think Michael would have killed? Laurie, Karen or Alison? My thoughts change on it all the time depending on what kind of news that I hear. Again, no spoilers because I don't want to know. But I think it's more than likely going to be Karen. Well, I think anyway. I've not seen Holliston. This is Horror Nerd that's asking about Adam Green. He does a show called Holliston, but I've not seen that. I don't even know what streaming service it's on, but I've not seen that yet. Tell me if it's good though. Or is it a movie? I thought it was a TV show. Justin Ritchie has said in his opinion that he doesn't think they should release anything right now. It's just too soon. And yeah, I think it's too soon for a movie that's not out for another year. But I think because it's finished, and it should be finished by now, and because it was supposed to come out today, then I think that's why fans want something more than what they would want for a movie that's coming out in a year's time. If it was always going to come out next year, then I don't think people would be fussed about not seeing anything just now, because it's a full year away. Just clicking on a few things. It's almost time. Don't forget to wear your masks. That's right, Matt. And hold on. Hold the phone, guys. You guys are watching live, so I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek of a video that I'm putting out on Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon. It pays to watch live because you guys are getting to see these first. I'm not going to go through them all because you need to wait for the video, but here's a quick sneak peek for those of you who are watching. The Witch. The Skull / Skeleton. The Pumpkin. Like I said, I'm not going to show you them all just now because just a sneak peek for you guys. So yes, it's almost time, kids. Connor has asked, have you pre-ordered Silent Night, Deadly Night from 101 Films? No, I haven't. I'll probably just buy that when it's out, but the box set or the packaging looks really good. So I'll probably dip in on that as well because I really like Silent Night, Deadly Night. I think the first time I seen that movie was just a couple of years ago. I didn't see it as a kid, so I was pleasantly surprised that I actually liked the movie from 1984. But yes, I'll definitely be buying it. So the main killer's going to have their own mask in Scream 5. It sounds interesting, but again, we'll need to wait and see what happens first before we can judge. David S., am I excited for Jimmy's fan film tonight? Yes, absolutely. One thing that me and Jimmy have in common, whether he knows it or agrees with me or not, him and I have got similar lighting tastes. I noticed that in the background of his live videos, he's got that kind of blue hue or the purple hue. And when I saw the short clip of his fan film, the lighting that he used is lighting that I would use in a fan film if I had the equipment to do so. So I think his taste and the way he would make a Halloween film is probably identical to what I would do in a Halloween film. So I'm really looking forward to it. My cousin Brian has said, I recently watched Haunt. That was a really good film. If anyone's not heard of Haunt, please look it up. Haunt is a great Halloween-themed horror movie. It seems it's like a superior version of Bloodfest and Hellfest that came out a couple of years ago. That takes it up a notch for Haunt because the acting's a lot better and there's a lot more surprises in it as well. And it stars one of our good friends in the horror community, Damien Maffei. He plays the man in the mask in The Strangers Pray at Night. But check it out. Haunt, really good movie. Sorry, I think I'm a way behind, guys. Somebody, KR Horror Channel, has said at Fun World. I don't know if you're answering the question or you tell me where you are. I'm really sorry. I think I'm way behind here. I'm just trying to catch up. David S. has asked, have you saw Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark? Yes, I have. And that's a great movie. I watched it first before I let my kids watch it because I know it's a cross. It's on that thin line where do you let your kids see that one because it is quite scary. Sorry, I'm so thirsty. But I watched Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and I thought it was great. Wee bit scary, but I thought it was not as scary enough not to show my kids it. So after I seen it, I said, right kids, we're watching Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and they absolutely loved it. What a film. That's a really good spooky ghost film for kids. John Lennon has said he's a fan of my channel. Thanks very much, John Lennon. I'm a fan of you. I love the Beatles. And you've asked, am I a fan of John Carpenter's The Fog? Yes, I am. John Carpenter's The Fog. As sad as this is, it's nowhere near as good as Halloween. But I think the atmosphere in The Fog is possibly slightly better than Halloween. And the cinematography as well is possibly slightly better as well. I love The Fog. What a film that is. Huh, you've wrote, it's his most atmospheric movie. Exactly, just exactly what I said. I didn't read that. I gave my opinion first. But yes, we both agree. It's very atmospheric. And it's his most atmospheric as well. Prince of Darkness I didn't like as much. I did like it, but I didn't like it as much as the other ones. Yeah, those are sweet, Barry. My masks, yep, they are. Ryan Hills has asked, sequel or remake of Season of the Witch? I think a remake / sequel would be okay. Sort of like a reboot. You would do a new movie similar to Season of the Witch and reference things that happened in Season of the Witch. That's good enough for me. Oh, they're out of stock now, Brian, the masks on Trick or Treat, on Mad About Horror. I got these masks from Mad About Horror, but because they're so sought after in the UK, because there's not a lot of UK sellers, they come and go really fast. And they came and went really fast on Mad About Horror. In fact, they came, they went, they came, they went, they came, they went. I had to order these on 3 separate occasions. Normally you would order them all at once, but there was only one in stock each time, and luckily it was one separate one from the other ones. So I had to order them on 3 separate occasions. But yeah, they're very sought after. This is a good question. Where is it? Sorry, my thing keeps moving. So Jason Dyer has asked, how would the Halloween franchise would have changed if Jamie Lee Curtis came back for Halloween 4? Would Halloween 4 be better? I love Halloween 4. I think it would definitely be different. I think that kids back in 1988, like myself, I was 5 years old. If I seen Halloween 4 and didn't see a kid round about my age in it, then I don't think I would have that nostalgic love for Halloween 4 if Laurie Strode came back. That's a really good question. I would love to go into that more in depth, and I'll need to remember that for an actual video, because there's a lot you can talk about for bringing Laurie back for Halloween 4. But off the top of my head, I don't think it would be as good for me for nostalgic reasons. But really good question, Jason. Yeah, my cousin Brian said we definitely need to make a fan film. I'd love to do that, Brian. I think the issue with us, and I'm sure you're the same, is we live in an area where horror films, there's not that many people around us that have the same passion for horror as we do. I think you probably find 5 people in the whole of Glasgow that you would maybe know personally that would like horror movies, and out of those 5, maybe one of them would be interested in doing a fan film. And out of those people who are interested in doing the fan film, they might not be good at it. So it's very hard to find people. In the US, I know that a lot of you guys have a lot of communities and a lot of people get together and do all these sorts of things. But in the UK, especially Scotland, especially Glasgow, it's hard to find people to do that. So if it's just us two, Brian, we'll do it. And we'll get the kids to wear the pumpkin masks. We've got enough kids to go around. We can stick the masks on them and stick them in the background. Connor, you really want to watch Haunt? I definitely recommend it. It's a really good one. Why is Halloween 3 called Season of the Witch? That's a question from Chop Off the Left Wing and Fly Right. That's a good question. I think, is it not got something to do with the, what would you call it? At the end when they do the stone thing. Christ, I need to watch it again. Something about some sort of spell that brings the power through the silver shamrock things. I'm waffling on here. But it's something to do with, is it medieval or the Haxan? Do you know what? I can't remember. I would just be making it up now. But the short answer is I can't remember. Or I literally don't know. Nurse Marion for the final girl. She was great in Halloween H2O, so I hope she gets more screen time in Halloween Kills. Cynthia J has asked, what movie are you going to watch on Halloween? We're definitely going to be watching Hocus Pocus because we do that every year with the kids. I think we'll probably watch Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark again because that's a really good Halloween themed horror movie. Possibly The Midnight Hour from 1985. That's always a good one to watch with the family. And maybe late night, I'll probably watch... I'll put a Halloween movie on, of course. But I'll maybe watch Night of the Demons from 1988. That's usually a good one to watch on or around Halloween. The Fog is a damn good movie. In fact, I do this all the time, guys. When I'm doing live streams, I always pull out a Blu-ray. I've got The Fog on 4K, and the 4K on The Fog is incredible. So if you've not seen it in 4K, check it out. And the PlayStation 5's out in November, so you've no excuse. 4K. Anyway. Horror Nerd 13 has asked a question that I could probably answer for hours. They've asked, what are some of your favourite lesser known slasher films? Been looking for some to watch that I haven't seen before. Now I've got a whole list of slasher movies that some of you might have never heard of. In fact, here's one right here. The Wind, starring Meg Foster. That's a good one. If you like secluded horror movies, that's a good one to watch. The Wind. So check that one out for definite. The ones that I'll always go back to. Sorry, you'll not hear me for a second. This is a really good one, a good slasher one, and very creepy vibes. Scarecrows. If you've not heard of it, where have you been? If you've not seen it, please check it out. For everybody else as well, or for anybody who's seen it, tell these people how good this is. It's a really good, eerie horror movie. It reminds me of another horror movie that came out recently, or more recently, called Hush. No, sorry, not Hush. Husk. Husk. Now this is from the After Dark originals. The After Dark originals are really cheesy, and I don't like any of them. But out of all of them, this is the best. Husk. Check that one out. It's sort of like Scarecrows, but a kind of modern version of it. And it's still really creepy. It's not on for long either. It's like 80 minutes or something. Yeah, 80 minutes. So that's just some recommendations off the top of my head. Connor has said HMV's releasing Evil Dead 1 on 4K and there's limited edition set. Looks great. Do you know what? I think I'm going to have to wait if they bring it out a box set, because I think it's the issue about Evil Dead is different companies own certain movies in the franchise. So I'm hopefully going to wait for what Scream Factory are doing, getting them all together in one big box set, similar to Halloween and Friday the 13th. Hopefully they do that with the Evil Dead franchise. Trixie92 said Club Dread is a slasher from 2004, I think. Anybody seen this film? I've seen it once. That's with Bill Paxton. Is that not? It's more of a comedy, similar to like Super Troopers and stuff. But I can't remember anything about it, to be honest. David S. is from Glasgow too, so that's another person that can help us make a horror fan film. We'll make a Glaswegian version. If we can all do an American accent, that's even better, because nobody will understand us if we don't. Team Hackett has asked, ever been down Ayrshire way much? Yeah, go down Ayrshire quite a lot. I'm a photographer, a property photographer, and I travel all around Scotland. And Ayrshire, for some reason, I get a lot of requests to do photographs in houses in Ayrshire. So I'm in Ayrshire quite a lot. And if it gets really sunny in the summer, I head down to Ayr Beach now and again for a sunbathe. Well, not a sunbathe, but I head down. Yeah, Dino Reviews, you're not far away from us either. You're in Ireland, so you get a flight over here and you can join in the 2 or 3 man crew so we can do this UK style fan film. Jason Dyer has asked, have you ever seen Cemetery Man? Love for you to do a review on it. Great older horror movie that was fun to watch. I think I've seen bits of Cemetery Man. It's with the man from, what's his name again? Rupert Everett. Boom. Was that a foreign film, or was it called De la Morte de la Mort? And then it came out later on as Cemetery Man in English speaking countries. But I think I've seen bits of it, but I've never seen the full lot of it, so I think I will watch it eventually. De la Morte de la Mort. Did you hear that the house from Amityville is for sale? That's for sale all the time, and they keep changing the name of this house as well, because obviously there's still people coming to see it, and they've blurred it out on Google Maps as well. But if you do what I do, because I'm crazy, go behind the house, behind the lake, and look at Google Maps, and you can see the back of the house still, so they've not blurred the back of the house out. So haha. Yeah. Jason Dyer has said Scarecrows is awesome. Absolutely is. So Amar, you know about Husk. Husk is so good. Yeah, not a lot of people know about it. So hopefully you'll all watch it now. Jason Dyer has said, I loved when you did the video about VHS DVD movie covers. Need to see more of that. I've done quite a few. I think the latest one that I've done was actually a live stream. Was it a live stream? And I've done it with one of my friends, James Grimm, and we were talking about the good old days of video stores, Blockbuster Video, etc. But I've got lots of covers, and in fact I've got a book, the VHS cover art book, and I can't find it anywhere. It's up the loft somewhere. But you know, I buy movies for covers. In fact, I even make covers because I love them so much. Or made covers, sorry, because I don't do much anymore. Hell high. But yeah, I've got loads of covers. I just absolutely love cover art. Remember Rumpelstiltskin from 1996? Classic, creepy but funny. You know, that's strange because Rumpelstiltskin cover I don't know if you remember it. It was an Artisan DVD, the exact same as Clown House, and the two covers were identical. In Clown House, it was a red and black cover, and you got a little red clown coming out the door. And Rumpelstiltskin was the same, and it was the same company, Artisan, black cover with a purple Rumpelstiltskin peeking out, and both covers were identical. And I used to get them mixed up because of that. Yeah, so Connor said that Army of Darkness are getting a 4K release from Scream Factory. I think Scream Factory are slowly but surely trying to get rights to all the movies to release them all. So hopefully eventually we'll get a box set with them. Ryan Hills has said he really wants to visit Fife. Why? Fife? Why Fife? Connor's from Ireland too. We've got a lot of UK people here tonight. Or today. C-Dub has asked, what's your second favourite Halloween movie? I'm guessing the first is your favourite. Yes, the first movie is my favourite. And my list does change from time to time. But it's not changed for a while. I think my second favourite is Halloween H2O. I think I appreciate Halloween H2O more after seeing Halloween 2018. Take nothing away from the 2018 movie. It's really good. But I think because of that version of Laurie Strode, going back to see H2O, I much prefer the H2O version. She was much stronger and a more rounded character and more realistic as well. Sorry guys, I got a really dry throat. David S has asked, where is it? Have you saw Alice, Sweet Alice? The answer is no, but I've got it. It's still sealed as well. I will watch it eventually. I don't tend to rush to watch the older movies. It was made in 1976. Yeah, 1976. I don't rush out to see them, but I will watch it eventually because I heard good things about it. I probably didn't need to pull out the Blu-ray there, but I thought I might as well. Horror Nerd 13 is asked, as a movie collector, how do you feel about slipcovers? I love them and always try to make sure they don't come damaged. It completes the Blu-ray case to me. Yeah, I prefer slipcovers over steelbooks, to be honest, because steelbooks can obviously get damaged, and I think steelbooks are becoming too popular now. So I prefer slipcovers. And in fact, sometimes I order slipcovers spare from eBay, or people just send me them. Because I know there's a lot of people who don't like slipcovers, they throw them away, and I always say to them, don't throw them away, send them to me and I'll have them. So that's how I've got all of these. So yes, I absolutely love slipcovers. So Amar Alagic has sent a super chat, so thanks very much for that. He's asked, what is the scariest movie you've ever seen? Well, I did I lost my words. I did my recent top 10 scariest horror movies of all time, and it's on my YouTube channel just now. Just checking to see if it's still there. But yes, I done a top 10, and for those of you who have saw it, then this isn't a spoiler. But my scariest movie of all time, Amar, is An American Werewolf in London. Might not be scary to you. Might not be scared to you guys in the chat. But I had a massive fear of werewolves when I was younger. And I think it's because of An American Werewolf in London. They had so many different variations of dreams, of scenes in that movie throughout the years. And I still do have some dreams about werewolves because of it. So it's one movie that scarred me for life, and because of that, it's the scariest movie of all time. The Kingdom of Fife. I must be underestimating Fife. Jason Dyer again has asked, would you watch a movie or TV series based on Dr. Loomis? Maybe. A younger Dr. Loomis? Maybe, but again, he wouldn't be interacting with Michael Myers. So it would have to be a Dr. Loomis from the times of Michael Myers. And if it was, we already know a lot about him. So there's not much you can cover unless you talk about the first 15 years when Michael was a kid. You can maybe do, he's talking to other serial killers, thinks they're bad, gives his opinion on it, but he always goes back to Michael because Michael's just the worst. So I think it could work, maybe for a few years anyway, a couple of seasons. I wish I brought a straw up now. I need a straw. Yeah, Connor, I need to sort out my collection as well. Now, this loft is my studio space just now. Now, I've got quite a good distance. I've got a really large loft. But unfortunately, or fortunately, this is getting turned into my bedroom over the next couple of months. So this studio is no longer going to be there. However, because we're going to be moving up in the loft, on the middle floor, I'm going to have a spare bedroom, and that's going to be my office space now. So I'm going to get new shelving units, a new backdrop for all my Blu-rays and stuff. So I'll sort my Blu-rays out again as soon as I get the office space downstairs, because it's a pain, because this is all temporary. It's been temporary for a long time because the idea was always to have the bedroom up in the loft, but until then everything had to come up here as just rubbish and things lying about. That's why I can't find a lot of things. I've still got DVDs, VHSs and Blu-rays packaged up. In fact, I've got 3 boxes there, 1 there and 2 over there, and a few VHS boxes over there. So I need to get them all sorted out, and I'm hoping I'm getting that done shortly. Alex Reader said there's a new killer toy movie coming out called Benny Loves You. Go check it out. Check the trailer out. I'll need to do that. Is it a knockoff of Chucky? I saw a trailer for a film called Freaky with Vince Vaughn, and that looks great. It's from the makers of Happy Death Day, and it looks great. I can't wait to see that. Obviously, it's like Freaky Friday, only without the Friday. Even though it's out Friday the 13th of November, it's called Freaky. If you've not heard of that, go and check the trailer out because it looks great. Justin has said, didn't you do a cosplay from Alice Sweet Alice? I might be remembering wrong, but I think you did. No, you're remembering right, but it was a complete accident because I hadn't seen Alice Sweet Alice. I've still not seen Alice Sweet Alice. I didn't know what the killer looked like in that film. I just bought a random mask and a random jacket and wore that one night to dress up. And lo and behold, it's almost identical to Alice Sweet Alice. It was a complete mistake. But yes, that was me. But that was a long time ago. Chop of the Left Wing and the Fly Right has said, scariest movie for me is Black Christmas. I didn't find that scary, and I think it's because I watched it as an adult. So I think maybe the scariness would have worn off. Maybe if I watched it as a kid, I'd be scared. But I didn't find any of it scary at all as an adult. Yeah, Matt, I've always had the fear of Freddy Krueger as well, and I think it's because he comes to you in your dreams. And as a kid, obviously, when you go to bed, you're going to start dreaming about him. So yeah, he was really scary. Yep, Freaky looks so good. Yeah, Connor, I've always got the arrows sorted out. My arrow collection is always together, and I think it's expanding because I've got like 2 rows of arrow movies. The kind of limited editions go up the top, and then the standard editions go there. But it's ever expanding, and again, I've got some that I've not even arranged yet because it's just all lying about, and it's because there's no point, because I'm going to be moving it all downstairs shortly. Travis, you've asked this before and I forgot to answer it. I apologise. You've asked if I've seen The Car from 1977 and Tourist Trap from 1979. I've not seen any of them. I don't have The Car, but it does look good. I like the cover. I've got Tourist Trap. I'm not going to look for it because it's down there somewhere. Yeah, it's down there somewhere. I've got it though, and I will check it out because it does look good. And I hear a lot of recent movies take some inspiration from Tourist Trap. I'm sure I've got it. Tourist Trap. What's the movie or movies that take inspiration from this? Can't remember. But it does look like a kind of House of Eyes style film. Can't remember. Oh. Right, what's the next one? What colour of shelving am I going to use? You know, I do like white over covers. It makes the covers stand out, but they get dirty and dusty. I know every shelving unit gets dirty and dusty. So I'm either going to go with white or I'll just go with black. I'm usually someone who buys black-brown, but I've bought too much black-brown over the past few years. I think it's time to change it up. So either pure black or pure white. But I'm hoping to go with pure white just to get it a bit lighter. But I might change my mind. Ooh. Horror Nerd 13 has said, I just watched your review of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003 remake this morning. I love that film. I was 11. Jeez, oh. I was 11 when I seen it in the theatres, and it got me to watch all the other films in the series. That's a good thing about remakes, because a lot of people hate remakes, but I think that remakes make people go back and watch the original, or even the whole series like you've done. I love the remake. Obviously you've seen my review and I absolutely love it. So yeah, it's a great movie. Yeah. Sorry, there's a troll in the chat called JDub. I don't know what he's trying to spell. We'll ignore that for now. I don't know what show he thinks sucks. So Jason Dyer, thanks for the super chat. You've said, I want to see a TV series called Amity. What? Amity? Oh, just Amity, right. So it's prequel to Jaws. They always have a shark problem and the town kept it hidden. All the town secrets. That sounds interesting. Anytime somebody says Amity, I think Amityville Horror. But yeah, I keep forgetting this. Jaws is set in the town of Amity. That sounds pretty interesting. So is it going to be a prequel, you said? Yeah, it is. So a prequel, that'd be quite cool. So I'm just going to kick this guy out. I'll be 2 seconds, guys, sorry. JDub. Put user on timeout. There you go. And hide this user on this channel. Ta-da! JDub can no longer comment. Poor guy. JordanMoran, night folks. Night Jordan, it's good to talk to you. There's a killer toy movie coming out called Megan, directed by James Wan. Is that right? He's directing another movie called Malevolent. And it was supposed to come out in 2020, but it didn't come out because of obviously COVID. So that means he's got 2 movies coming out. Yeah, Connor, I've just banned that guy. I don't know who it was. I've no idea why he's came into the chat, but he's gone. He got a timeout and then he got a ban. Yeah, Brian, a Jaws prequel would probably work. I think that would be quite interesting. We'll get new characters in there as well. Yeah, Justin, I don't know what pleasure people get out of doing this. I have no idea who he was or why he was coming to the channel to do that. I don't, you know, you do get trolls. I love trolls, not the movie. I love it when I get trolls on my channel because they leave troll comments and obviously they're expecting me to react. And I do react, but not in a hateful manner. I don't go, oh my god, I hate your comment. I just comment back in a troll-like manner because you have to fight trolls with being a troll and that's the only way to do it. But they're gone, so oh well. David S has asked, have you saw Host yet? Now, there's a lot of movies called Host, but I've not seen any movie called Host. Is it the Japanese one? Is it Japanese or Korean? About the thing in the water? That's the only one I can think of right now. But I've not seen that. I've not seen any movie called Host. Alex Reader said, look up Benny Loves You trailer. Yeah, like I said, I'll check it out. David versus Goliath has said, Halo stream. Time to get the band back together. Yes, we're going to be arranging another Halo stream. We were supposed to do one this month on the basis that Halloween Kills was coming out. But obviously it's not. So we've delayed it to next year. Possibly around about April time like we did the last time. But we'll hopefully get one out before October. Sorry, my chat keeps disappearing. Amar has asked if I could change anything about Halloween 78. What would you change? Nothing. Nothing at all. Oh, there's my phone going, guys. I need to be back in a minute. This is an important phone call. Hello? Are you? Right, hold on. I'll be back in a second, guys. Oh, I'm back. Sorry. Right. This is why I need to get back downstairs to do live streams. Because I have to go up 2 flights of stairs. Right. Sorry, guys. So yeah, if I could change anything about Halloween, what would I change? Like I said, nothing. There's nothing I would change about it. It's probably the most perfect horror movie. Sorry, I need to take a drink again. Whew. So I'll go up a flight of stairs, and my next flight of stairs is actually ladders just now. So hard. Horror Nerd has asked, what's my favourite kill scene in any horror film? I don't think I can answer that. Not off the top of my head, but the one you've mentioned is a good one. The mouth ripping scene in Hatchet, that was so gruesome. But I can't think. No, I can't answer that. I will. Oh, pardon me. Sorry. I will answer it though. Eventually. Yeah, David versus Goliath. Yeah, the Halo stream with the guys. Yeah. So we're trying to arrange. Well, we're going to arrange it for this month, on the basis that Halloween was coming out, but it's not. So hopefully around about April time we'll get another one on the go, and then we'll get a bigger one coming up to the lead up to Halloween Kills. So hopefully we'll get at least 2 out there before the release of Halloween Kills. So that'll be myself, Drum Dums, Lee McCoy. We'll have the guys from We Watched the Movie, Jimmy Champagne, and obviously Dave McCrae as well. So hopefully we'll all be back at least twice before the release of Halloween Kills. Have you seen the Ghostface NECA figure? Yes, I have. There's 2. There's the clothed version, which is the 8-inch version, and then the ultimate version as well, the 7-inch one. I much prefer the ultimate version, mainly because, well, for two reasons. One, it's the same height as most of my other NECA figures. I've only got a couple of clothed versions, and I think it looks better than the 8-inch one, because the 8-inch one's face looks a little bit too wide, the mask, whereas the 7-inch figure, the ultimate one, looks a little bit better to me. To hell with COVID-19. Yep, exactly. Are there any horror films you believe to be unremakeable? From Justin Ritchie. No, I don't. I think every movie has the capability to be remade. Whether it's good or bad is another story, but I think every movie can be remade in somebody else's own vision. I think any movie, not just horror movies, but any movie. I know that a lot of people say never remake Back to the Future. Back to the Future is my favourite movie of all time. If they remade it, I wouldn't be mad. However, I would go and see it, or I would watch it to see how they done it. And if it tops the original, it probably wouldn't. But it would be interesting to see how somebody else would do a story like that. So I think every movie has a capability to be remade. Connor, you've asked how many Arrow limited edition sets have I got in total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 10. I know there's about 20 odd out there, but I don't buy the ones. I don't buy everyone because they're there. I only buy the ones that I like. For example, there's a Candyman one out there. I didn't want it because I don't love the Candyman movie, so I bought the single edition of Candyman on Arrow, and I didn't buy the limited edition. So I tend to do that. So the ones that I don't have on limited edition, I tend to have them on the single edition. So I've got the movies, but just not limited. But yeah, I've got 10. That was a long-winded answer, but yeah, 10. Will you watch the remake of Cujo if they remake it? Yeah, of course. In fact, I watched Cujo last year, I think it was, for the first time in years, and it was okay. But I thought that's a movie that could be doing with an update. It might be better, it might be worse, but it's worth a try. I just think that it was missing something. I think there was another plot inside the movie with the whole affair with the husband and wife and stuff. I don't think that fit in properly. I think if you're going to do that kind of story, make it fit into the story a bit better, and I don't think it did that. So I think there's room for improvement for Cujo. Horror Nerd 13 asks, how often do you go live? I've been subscribed to your channel for about 6 to 8 months, and I think this is the first time I've seen you go live. I don't do that many. I think this is my 4th one this year, and I've joined a few live streams in other channels before, but I don't tend to do a lot because I've got 2 jobs and I've got a family as well, so it's hard to arrange a live chat. I'd love to arrange like pre-arranged live chats all the time, but if I arrange, for example, 10 live chats, I'll probably only see one of them through and have to cancel the other 9, because when I'm doing a live chat, I can only really set it maybe 24 hours in advance, like I did yesterday for this one. But a lot of the time I can't just do them because I don't have the time to do it, unfortunately. Otherwise I'd do a lot more, and I love them and I'd love to do more, but I just need to find that time to arrange them all. So that's probably why you haven't seen me do many, because I don't do that many. Yeah, my cousin Brian does a lot of sculpting and stuff. He makes a lot of figures and stuff like that. They're all great. You should check him out. And he's asking what he's going to do next. Well, you've done the Pumpkin Kid, Buddy, from Season of the Witch. Like you said, why don't you do the Skull and the Witch Kid as well and put them together? That'd be quite cool. But again, are you going to spend all that time and effort doing that when you can just buy the NECA figures? Huh? Talk to you later, Alex. Thanks for joining. Oh yeah, so you've got Connor's got 7 limited edition sets, 2 of the Thing sets included. I mean, I've got the Thing up there. I think the Thing is a movie that I own the most for some bizarre. No, in fact, obviously Halloween. Now, obviously, I own Halloween multiple times, but I mean, I randomly just buy the Thing, and I think it's because Universal are prone to bring out different releases of movies all the time, and the Thing is one of the most common releases, and I don't know why I do it. I just keep buying them. I'm like, oh, that looks interesting, I'll buy it. Yeah, so I'll never run out of a copy of the Thing. If one of them breaks or they're damaged, I'll just watch another one. I've literally got 3 standard Blu-rays. I've got 1 special VHS edition with a Blu-ray in it. I've got the limited edition Arrow one. I've got it on DVD a couple of times. They see me coming. Yeah, Art, welcome to the chat. Finally, October 16th has arrived, but no Halloween Kills. Sad but true, it sure is. And you've also said Bates Motel was amazing. That was very random, but I agree. Bates Motel was amazing, and it had a really good cast as well. I think what helped that show was the cast, because I didn't think of the Psycho movies when I watched Bates Motel because I was so engrossed in the characters and the people, the actors playing those roles. So I think Bates Motel was something of itself, and it took itself away from Psycho, and it done it beautifully. Cold Numb the Pain. Cold Numbs the Pain. Do you think Halloween Kills will be 1978? Flashback? Blah, blah, blah. Do I think it will be 2 TOO? 1978 flashback based on Not Focus. I'm really sorry. I don't know if it's a typo, but I don't know what you mean. Sorry, I'm really sorry. Never Hike Alone. Never Hike in the Snow was amazing. Thanks for covering that. You're welcome. It was great. Very short, obviously. It's 30 minutes long, but it's part of a 4-part web series that they're doing, starting from this one, and it's going to all mingle in together and be part of this whole big set. So I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of them. What time are we at, guys? So I'll probably give it another 15 minutes or so if I can, because my mouth is really dry. Connor's asked, do you have the Thing Arrow Steelbook? That is an awesome steelbook. I did have the Thing Arrow Steelbook, but I don't have it anymore. I sold it because I sold most of my steelbooks, and that was one of the ones that I sold, so I don't have it anymore, but I did have it, so that counts. Yeah, I knew you would love it, Brian. My cousin Brian loves the Thing. In fact, I think Brian introduced me to the Thing because he loves all the alien horror films, like the sci-fi horror, like Aliens and the Thing. So he's wrote The Thing is a fantastic movie. It still scares me. The soundtrack is so creepy. John Carpenter did a great job. He did. The Thing, again, is one of my best horror movies of all time. Man vs. Film, welcome, Graham. Graham has said, Evil Dead series for me, bought them way too many times. I don't even think I have the Evil Dead on Blu-ray. I don't. I only have the remake or reboot on Blu-ray. I've got the DVD collection, but I've not got them in Blu-ray. And I think that's because I'm torn. Should I wait for 4K or should I not? But I've got this. Can never have too many copies of the thing. Yeah, that's true. In fact, I've pre-ordered the Halloween 4K Steelbook, the Zavi exclusive 4K. I don't know why. I've done it. There's no turning back. Cold numbs the pain. Do you think Halloween Kills will focus too much on flashback scenes rather than the night at hand? Sorry for bad English. Alright, sorry, yeah. So I don't think they'll focus too much on the flashbacks. I think the flashbacks will be there to remind us of what happened and also to reintroduce specific characters like Lonnie. So I think that's its job of the flashback, to give us a little bit of nostalgia and to reintroduce those characters. Hello, Nathan Alexander from Glasgow, another Glaswegian in the chat. That's always good to see fellow Glaswegians or Scottish people in the chat, because we don't have enough of you guys. Cynthia J is watching the old My Bloody Valentine. I love that film. It's a really good movie. For a movie that came out in 1981, it still holds up very well. And I do like the remake as well. The remake was surprisingly really good. I went to see that in 3D. It was one of the first movies I saw in 3D at the cinema. And I really enjoyed it. I don't know if it's because of the gimmick of 3D was fresh at the time. So I think I'll need to rewatch My Bloody Valentine, the new one, or the newest one, in 2D to see if I still have that feeling. Yeah, Graham, I knew you would have. You've pre-ordered the 4K Evil Dead from HMV. Anytime I see a Blu-ray that interests me, I know that Graham's going to order it. When I saw the I Spit on Your Grave box set, I thought that looks like a good box set. I'm going to wait just to see if the price goes down. And I had a feeling that Graham would have it, and lo and behold, he has it. So I always watch, whenever, sometimes I buy Blu-rays for the covers, and I say to myself, I'll wait and see what the cover's like and what it looks like up close and personal. And the channel that I'll always go to do that is Man vs. Film. If any of you guys have not seen Man vs. Film, search for him on YouTube. He's in this chat just now, and he's literally got every movie under the sun. So check him out, Man vs. Film. David Anderson, you are late to the party. He says, hi Barry, nice live stream, mate. I just rewatched My Bloody Valentine remake. It's pretty good. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to revisit it again. But you're very late, David. I'm just about to leave shortly as well. I'm going to be another 10 minutes or so, guys. So for those of you who have just joined, I'm really sorry. But for those of you who have been with me for the last hour and a half, I'm really glad you've stuck by me, talking a load of rubbish. Nathan Alexander has asked, do you like the Saw franchise? I think it's okay. I loved Saw, obviously. I thought Saw 2 and 3 were really good, but after Saw 3, it got repetitive and stupid. They are watchable. In fact, I think they're all watchable. I've not seen Jigsaw. The last one I saw was Saw 3D. So I'm not a massive fan of the franchise, but I'll see them because they're horror movies. But I'm not a massive fan of torture porn. Let's see. Jason Dyer, you're American. If you need an American actor for the movie, I will fly from Vegas. Barry, you and your family always have a place to stay in Vegas. Well, I'd love to go to Vegas. I don't know why you'd want to leave Vegas though, or even come for a visit anywhere else. Vegas, that looks amazing. Jason, have you seen Fright Night, the remake? Because that's set on the Vegas Strip, or just outside the Vegas Strip. Let me know if that's what it's like, because I'd love to go. And I obviously love the Fright Night movies as well. But I think most of us in Glasgow can do an American accent. You're welcome, Graham. Graham has wrote, Jigsaw was really good and the closest to part 1. That's interesting. I think I'll need to check it out then, because obviously I like part 1. So if it's the closest to it, I don't know if you mean by quality or story wise, but I'll certainly check it out then. I've not seen it, so it's something else to watch. And Cynthia has said, I cannot wait to see the new Saw movie. So again, I'm not a massive fan of the Saw franchise, and I've seen the trailer for Spiral, and it's got a good cast, but I'm not like overly excited for it. Robert Garcia has asked, you ever try the game Dead by Daylight? The Shape is in it. No, I haven't. I'm not a massive gamer. I do like Uncharted, FIFA, and a couple other games, but I played Friday the 13th and I thought it was good, but I'm rubbish at it. And Dead by Daylight looks very similar, and I'd be rubbish at that as well, to be honest. Nathan Alexander has asked if they've confirmed James Jude Courtney as Michael Myers in Halloween Kills. Yes, he was confirmed, and it's already finished filming. So yes, he was confirmed for it, and obviously Halloween Ends. So at least we've got a consistency when it comes to Michael Myers for this next batch of movies. Yeah, David Anderson, 976 Evil looks interesting. That's coming from Eureka. For the people who bought it from Eureka directly, have already got it. And also Sleepwalkers as well. I wish I ordered from them directly, because I didn't order 976 Evil, but I ordered Sleepwalkers from Amazon. But I got an email the other day saying it's delayed, and I'm not getting it till October 31st now, it says. So I kind of wish I bought it directly now. Alright, Graham. So it brings back the mystery element of who Jigsaw is in Jigsaw. Yeah, I think I'll have to check it out then. And it means that I've seen them all once I watch it. Connor, you are right. You heard that I didn't really like Hellraiser. You don't like them either. I don't know why. I think it's the same with me. I don't know why I don't like them. I don't hate them, but if somebody says, do you want to watch Hellraiser or something else, I'll probably say, let's watch something else if there's another option, because I don't know what it is about the Hellraiser movies. It's very Clive Barkery, and that's saying something, because I do like the Nightbreed movies. I've loved Nightbreed. I've got it from Scream Factory and Arrow. I love Nightbreed, and I don't know if it's because that's nostalgic to me as well, but that's very similar to Hellraiser, and I don't know why I'm not a massive fan of Hellraiser. It's just something about it that just doesn't connect with me. Codenumbs Pain has asked, what would I say is the worst remake? Where is this? What's the worst horror remake and the most underrated? You absolutely hate Psycho, and you love A Nightmare on Elm Street. Well, when it comes to the worst, I think it's obviously The Fog. It's got to be The Fog, isn't it? With Tom Welling. I fell asleep watching that twice. I had to watch it on 3 different occasions to see it all. So The Fog's probably the worst. Underrated. Underrated, I'd probably go with I Spit on Your Grave, just off the top of my head, because I don't think that got a theatrical release, and if it did, it was very limited. So I think that I Spit on Your Grave is probably the most underrated horror remake. Yeah, David, I wonder when they're going to do that as well. We're talking about when Halloween Ends will start shooting. It was supposed to start shooting already, obviously, but with COVID they had to stop. I think they'll take their time now. I think that's only a good thing now. They've got over a year to start filming. So they don't have to do anything anytime soon, so they can get their script maybe a little bit tighter and see what happens. So there's no rush. Is it true that they're remaking The Exorcist? I don't know, Cynthia. I think I've read a few things about it. But again, I've mentioned before, I don't mind remaking any film. Remaking The Exorcist, why not? But I don't think there's much news about it just now. David S has asked, have you saw Crimson Peak? No, I haven't. I know that today is the 5th anniversary of its release, but no, I've never seen it. I think that's another... I'm not a massive Guillermo del Toro fan, so it didn't tickle my fancy, as we would say in Scotland. Right, guys, I think it's almost time for me to hang up the shoes. Is that a phrase? I've been on for an hour and a half now, and my throat is really, really dry. So I'm going to answer a few more questions, and we can get it finished. So, but I think we've got through everything that we wanted to discuss today. Obviously, the anniversary of Halloween Kills, mentioning that Jason Blum said it's coming out regardless next year. Talking about new horror movies that might be coming out, etc. So we've got through a few good topics tonight, guys. Justin Ritchie has asked, will you ever come back to using Letterboxd? I've never stopped using Letterboxd. I don't leave a lot of reviews on it, but I do a lot of lists and rankings on it, but I don't release my rankings on Letterboxd until I've brought the video out on YouTube. That's where I organise all my top 10s, my top 10 lists, and I put it on there, and I keep it private till I've done my review, and then once I've released it on YouTube, I'll then make it live or accessible on Letterboxd, but I don't do a lot of written reviews on it. The Dawn of the Dead 4K set got delayed to November. I never bought that because it's £80 or something for the 4K. If there's a 4K version available or a Blu-ray version available, I'll always go for 4K because it's future-proof. But I'm not going to spend that money on it just now. I'll wait for a single release, like not a limited edition, just a standard 4K release. Yeah, the Fog remake was terrible. Oh yeah, Black Christmas remake was trash, but are you talking about the 2019 one? Because I think that it's not the most underrated, but I think the 2006 Black Christmas is underrated because I actually enjoyed that. Yeah, so it looks like everybody's saying goodbye to me, which is great, guys, because I think I can't go on too much longer now. My mouth is really dry for some reason. I think it's up in this loft. It's the humidity up the loft. I've not got any radiators here, and there's no proper functioning of air. I need to open that window. But up in the loft, it's always really dry, and my throat gets really dry really fast. Oh, you got a... yeah, so Graham, you got a screener for the 4K Dawn. And it's stunning. Yeah, I think I'm going to just wait, Graham, for a single release. They'll bring out a 4K release for £20 or so. Maybe one disc 4K, one disc Blu-ray with special features. I'll wait for that. I just can't justify spending £80 or £75 on it. But anyway, guys, so I think that's me caught up on the chat. Yep, I've caught up on the chat, guys, and again, I've been here for an hour and a half now, and I've seen most of you have stuck by me for an hour and a half. Thanks very much. Sorry for the guys who've just came in over the past 10-15 minutes, but at least you got to chat quickly. I will do more of these again in the future. This is probably what I say all the time in my live chats, and I'll always try my best to do some live chats. I'll try and get another one at least done by the end of the year. Hopefully next month or even December or even one in November and December. But thanks a lot for joining the chat, guys. The guys who left me some super chats as well, thanks again if you're still here. And we'll cut it off just now, guys, and I'll talk to you all soon. Once this is done, you can obviously rewatch it again. You can leave comments down below once it's all finished. So have a good night, guys, and enjoy your fake Halloween Kills night tonight. Bye-bye.